Hello friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name's Alyssa. Today we're making these tea bag treat holders. You can obviously put whatever you want inside of here, but because the packaging looks like a little tea bag, I thought it was perfect for some tea. So I used vellum paper so you could see what was inside, but you don't have to use vellum paper if you don't have it. It'll just be more of a surprise for the recipient if you're giving this to somebody. But if you have like a tea themed journal or a scrapbooking page, these would be so cute in there as well. So let's go ahead and just look through this one. I did tie it shut here with just some string. And then I have a little tag here that says "For you with love." And here I just used my circle punch and punched out little images from my scraps as a little embellishment. So they kind of just dangle there like a little tea bag. And so you can just open this up like so. And just take this out. And this just opens right up like this. Oh, I forgot to show you the back. I created a little shaker in the back in the most amateur way possible. So I literally just took another sheet of vellum and glued it to the back here to seal in my sequins. So you guys can make way better shakers than I can. So definitely use any method you want if you want to include a shaker in this. But that's how I did mine. And then here's the little tea bag. You can just take it right out. So you can stuff a ton of tea bags in here. I just am not a tea drinker, so this is the only packet that I have. So if you're doing a swap or anything like that, you can stick a ton of tea bags in one of these. And it's just a cute little tea bag package. So let's close this one back up. And it will just close up like that. So there's that one. And then this one over here is a little bit wider than this one because I made my own tea bag here and it was a little too wide for this size. So I just made a bigger size just to fit this faux tea bag that I made. And I added a little vellum strawberry cutout as well to the front. I closed this one up with my little clothespin and a strawberry charm. And then on the back, I was kind of just experimenting with my stamps because I like the look of stamps on vellum. But yeah, I just did a butterfly and a little rose there. I'm not like too crazy about that, but anyway, we'll just open this right up and it's the same exact idea. You can put some tea bags in here. There's my little faux tea bag. And in here, I just made a little card. So it says, "You are my cup of tea." And I just used my scraps to create this. And so you can make a little mini card to put inside of here as well. So this is definitely perfect for tea bags, but you can put any kind of treat that you want in here, or just different pieces of ephemera, stickers, whatever you want to do. So let's go ahead and make one of these together. You're just going to need a sheet of vellum paper that is 5 inches by 9 inches. And we're gonna hold this at the 5-inch side. And by the way, this one is going to make this little tea bag holder here. So if you wanna make the bigger one here, what I did was I did a 5.5 inch by 9 inch piece of paper for this one. So you can really play around with the sizing if you wanna do that. But for this one at the 5-inch side, we're just gonna score at 1 inch and 4 inch. So whatever size that you pick, whether it's 5 inches or 5.5, you're basically just scoring at 1 inch on opposite sides. So I did 1 inch here, and I'm gonna do 4 inches over here so that you get something like this. And then we're gonna turn it to the 9-inch side, and we're just gonna score right down the middle at 4.5. And so this score is always gonna be the same as long as you keep your paper at 9 inches, because we're basically just going to be folding this in half. And then we're gonna fold the sides in to lock in our little tea bags or whatever you wanna put in here. So I folded it this way. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm just gonna fold in my sides. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take my corners here and fold them down, just to give it more of that tea bag look. And so I'm only bringing it to this edge here. So it's gonna look like this. And we'll do the same on the other side. And then we'll turn this over here to the opposite end and do the same thing. And then I'm just gonna grab a glue stick, and I'm gonna glue down the corners there. Whoops, I guess I shouldn't be working on my scoreboard. And I'll glue these ones down as well. And that's going to be the basic construction of our little tea bag package. So to make the little shaker in the back, I just grabbed a little sheet of vellum here, and it measures 2 7/8 by 3.5. So just a little bit less than 3 inches across. And I put my sequins right in the middle here, and I just glued the 4 edges of my vellum with my glue stick, and I just stuck it right on top of my sequins, just like this. And that's basically what I did for the shaker. I will say though that if you do it that way, just make sure you give the glue time to dry completely, because obviously if you start shaking it up as soon as you glue it down, your sequins are gonna get stuck in the glue and it just won't work out. So just be careful with that and keep that in mind. But what I'm gonna do now is take my little tea bag from over here, and I'm just gonna use it as my example in this one. So I'll just slide it right in like this. And it's so cute showing through the little tea bag holder. So again, you can fill this up with a lot more tea bags. You can put them on both sides. You can make a mini card to go in here, whatever you would like to do. And then for the enclosure part, you could do the clothespin like how I did over here. You can do an altered paper clip and add charms, dangles. tassels and really just make it fun and pretty. And then for this one, I just poked my little hole here with my hole puncher and strung my string through. So there's tons of different and creative and beautiful ways to close this up. For this one, I'm just gonna do the same thing here and poke a little hole. And then if you have eyelets, you can add those as well. But I didn't feel the need to for this project in particular. But actually, let's see. I'm gonna use a different string, maybe some twine. And this one matches the tea bag, so this should work perfectly. So I'm just gonna take some string here, or twine, and I'm going to run this through like so. Pull those through, and then you've got your cute little tea bag, and it looks like a real actual tea bag in my opinion. So you could also even string beads like at the end of your string here, depending on what string or twine you use, if it's thin enough. But I'm just gonna keep it super simple today and do something similar like how I did here. So I just go through my scraps and pretty much just see what I've got. And I'm just gonna create like a little tag here, similar to this one. So I'm gonna just place one of my strings. Actually, before I attach that, I want to make sure that my string or my remaining twine here is at a length that I like. So I'm just gonna cut it down a little bit. Like this. And I'm just going to put my string inside of here, like so. And I'm just gonna staple it shut. So it kind of looks like a realistic sort of tea bag. So there's that. And then I'll just use my 1-inch circle punch again and cut out 2 circles. And these I will just glue onto this other string. All right, so I'll just put this one at the front. I mean, there's really no front and back because these can obviously flip around either way, but anyway, there's that. So now, I guess I should have written something on here before I stapled it down, but that's okay. I'm just gonna write "for you" again. And then on the back here, I'll write "with love." All right, so there's our little tea bag here. And I just think this packaging is so cute, and I really hope that you all enjoyed it as much as I did. So please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration. Leave me a comment down below, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Until then, happy crafting and huge hugs to all of you.